I guess the only way to look at it, Brad, one-way traffic, really, this match tonight. Sort of played out as, unfortunately, you kind of expected.
Yeah, well, a little bit of poor discipline from the Broncos early on. Went to the left-hand side. They're so lethal. They just don't miss an overlap, ever. Cody Walker just nails those numbers so well. And like Latrell said, they spent a fair bit of time on the right-hand side, and I think a lot of that had to do with Cam Murray. His delivery through the middle was just sensational. Here we go again. This is a sad try. The Broncos are going to have to watch in review, the one straight through the middle. But look at this. Poor defence, but geez, they don't miss their mark when they're coming at you with more numbers than you have defenders.
Andrew, how do you compare this Broncos team at this state of the season now to what we saw halfway through last year? I mean, have they regressed? Have they improved?
It's hard to tell. It's just a mess. And watch their middle defence. We saw that try from Sele when he went straight through their middle. Their defence out wide, Brisbane, is clueless. They have no idea what they're doing. Some players are coming in, some players are fading out. There's no sameness to the way they defend problems being sent at them by oppositions. It is just an absolute mess. Their edge defence tonight out wide was, as I said, it's clueless. They didn't know what they were doing.
You can tell they're not communicating with one another as well. They're just, half the time, they're just going off on their own, trying to come, yeah.
You can see here from the South Sydney players too, winning fixes everything. They are flying.
Wonder how he's feeling, Adam Reynolds.
Oh. Yeah, well, how would he be? I mean, he comes out there and performs, obviously, with a club like that, who are real title contenders this year, knowing that he's about to spend 3 years.
It was the opposite when I spoke to Finchy. He should go into the dressing room and go, you blokes are absolutely kidding. You expect me to come up here and try to fix this? This is just rot.
He was sensational tonight again. He's the best goal kicker I think there's ever been. He just doesn't miss. But the way he steers them around, the way he links.
He's got a great little combo with Cam Murray too.
They know each other's game inside out, and they just combine so well. It's terrible he's leaving. He should just play, and we've been quite vocal on this, he should play his whole career at South. So it's a real shame he's leaving.
Yeah, but you know what? They need him. Brisbane need him. You know, we need Brisbane to win more games than they are at the moment, and he's most surely the one player that can go up there and make a difference. So maybe, you know, we can get a kid who was about to spend his whole career at South Sydney, but he might be able to go up and make a difference into a team that needs his help.
Might need a Superman outfit to go when he goes.
They're dropping like flies at the moment. As you heard with Jonathan Thurston's interview with Tavita Pengai, it sounds like his days are definitely numbered at the Broncos, Tavita Pengai. We'll have more on that developing story very soon. But let's bring in our own Billy Slater, who is, of course, in commentary for us there. He's sidelined now at Suncorp Stadium. Hello again to you, Bill. We'll get your 3-2-1 shortly, but we showed some try-saving tackles from the Broncos. A couple of the highlights and the few of them from the night. You would have loved seeing those from Coates and you tonight.
Yeah, there were a couple of special ones here tonight, and yeah, Tessie New just put Johnston in the right position to make that tackle. And this one, Xavier Coates, well, he had to run about 80 metres to get himself in the position to make this tackle, but just did everything right at top speed, went high instead of low, and just got between the ball and the try line and put Dane Gagai over the sideline when he looked certain to score.
What's a crowd like, Bill? Must be pretty hard to stomach a result like that. They've seen a few over the last 18 months. What were the crowd like?
Yeah, they were really good. Look, they get really good support up here, the Broncos, and it's disappointing seeing them going through what they're going through at the moment. And I'm sure no one's hurting more than the fans, but they'll stay loyal to this club. They always have, and they always will. They just need some performances on the field, but there are a lot of South Sydney supporters here as well, so it was a really good atmosphere up here at Suncorp. Bill,
time for Billy's best. Who were your three favourites tonight?
I didn't think there was a bad player in the Rabbitohs team tonight, so I could have chose a top six. I thought Gagai, Graham, Latrell was outstanding, but my 1 point goes to their captain, Adam Reynolds. I just thought he controlled things really well when he was on the field, and he's got a great little kicking game. He plays super straight, and I know the tries get scored out wide, but what he does in and around that ruck to preserve that space out wide, it's really noticeable when you're watching it here at the ground. 2 points goes to Cody Walker. Now I was surprised that Cody had 20 carries in this game. He's engaging the line 20 times and he's willing to run the football, and that's what makes him such a great ball runner. He had 3 try assists, and he's just so crafty. As Brad Fittler, you mentioned there before, he just makes the right decision and gets himself into that zone where he puts himself under pressure to make those plays. But the man of the match, 3 points, goes to the number 13, and that's Cameron Murray. It was just such a workhorse tonight. He had 26 carries, 214 metres and 37 tackles, but it's his work with the football. In particular, when Adam Reynolds went off the field, he really took control of that first receiver role. He plays that link man really well, a little bit like Isaiah Yeo and Victor Radley does for the Roosters. But I'm sure, Freddie, you would have been loving the way that he's playing football. He links really well with his halves. He's just such a dangerous ball runner, and he's always in the game. He had such a great involvement tonight, and I thought he was the best player on the field.
Thank you, Bill. Great stuff, as always, post-game and throughout. We'll catch you again over the weekend. Billy Slater there with Billy's Best. He's 1, 2 and 3. Let's hear from our high-sense man of the match now with Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, I'm here with the high-sense man of the match, Cam Murray. An impressive performance tonight from you boys.
Yeah, really good, I think. I think the most impressive thing was our defensive effort. We spoke about it during the week, going right with our defence and attacking with our defence. So, yeah, I think a bit shaky there in the first half, made a few mistakes, but we got back on track, and, yeah, our defence really set it up and we were able to score some points, so good.
Your ball movement through the middle of the field is key to your edges getting space, something you work on continually?
Yeah, always working on that with the halves. But like I said, we, especially in my game, really trying to work with our defence and earn the right with our defence first to play footy. So, like I said, we made a few errors there at the start, but we got back on track and we were able to start moving the ball there and really giving our edges some space, like you said. So really, really pleasing effort from the boys.
Since you got hammered by the Panthers by 50, your defence has been great since then. So obviously you're continually working on that as well. Yeah,
like I said, I think we started really well with our defence at the start of the year, but we sort of dropped off there in those games against Penrith and Melbourne. So it was really disappointing sort of period for us, and we've really focused to get back on track with our defence, and that's where our focus has been on the last couple of weeks, and I think we've been really good there. So hopefully we can build some momentum off the back of the last couple of wins, and good to get the win now going into a bye, and all the boys going off to Origin, so good win for the boys.
Wayne Bennett against his old former club.
Yeah.
Will you be getting him dancing in the sheds?
I don't know, we'll see. He's normally pretty happy when we win up here, so we'll see what happens.
No worries, congratulations mate, and all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you, cheers. Thanks mate.
He's having a hot run at the moment, isn't he? Cam Murray back from injury with a bang for the Blues, and now the Bunnies. Stay with us here on High Sense Thursday night knockoff. A downtrodden Sheds there for tonight. That man in particular, Tevita Pangai. More on his playing future in just moments. But